Hey, how's it going? This is Dylan Warren. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about Empower Network and my first experiences with the Empower Network. Started out about a few months ago. My wife Leslie had first found and stumbled upon Empower Network and started up. And at that point, I was kind of just on the sideline, believed in it, liked it, but it was kind of more of her thing, not really mine, and just kind of support from the sideline kind of thing. And about 3 weeks ago, she said, "Hey, I want to go down to this event down in San Diego." First, I'm like, "Great! I've never been to San Diego. That sounds like fun." And the event, that's fine, whatever, as long as that gets me to San Diego. So we went down. I got to tell you, that was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I mean, I have never met so many motivated people and such a high level of energy and motivation and just love for such a product. Dave and Dave were two of the most crazy people I've ever seen on stage. I mean, these guys, they're like rock stars compared to these other conventions and things I've been to. I mean, normally it's boring and it's stuffy, and these guys are out there cussing, swearing, telling their life stories, and it was amazing to hear from someone that felt like they were talking from the heart, that it was real, it was their real lives. I mean, living in a van, being homeless, I mean, dealing with problems that we all dealt with and we all have had with our lives, and feeling like that they were real people on stage. And it just blew my mind. It completely blew my mind, and my whole perception of what Empower Network was. I mean, I went from thinking this is a pretty cool little thing, maybe Leslie could make a little bit of money on this, to wow, this is an amazing, amazing deal. So just, I guess I should back up a step and just give you an explanation of who I am. My name is Dylan Warren, like I said. My wife Leslie Warren. I'm kind of her other half here. She does a lot of the blogging and things like that. And so, since I'm not really the best on doing blogs and typing and spelling, I could barely spell my own name, I decided to work with these videos and try and work out the videos a little bit more. I really like to talk. I'm a pretty animated person, and I really like to do those kind of things. And this seemed like a better way to express myself and my personality, as opposed to sitting on the keyboard typing. So, getting back to the Empower Network thing in San Diego, when we were there, it was very uplifting. It was very, mind-blowing and just mind-opening. I mean, to see these people doing this and making this kind of money with something online. I mean, I'm coming from a I work a 9 to 5, 48-hour-a-week job, and these people are sitting at home, marketing and making 10 times what I'm making. I mean, they make more in a month than I make in a year. I mean, it would just blew my mind that they could do this kind of thing, and that this was out there, and this was something that people were doing, and to be part of it and actually just get wrapped up in it. I mean, I went from going that first night going, okay, this is pretty cool, to by the second night, I'm like, get me the hell out of here. I want to go start. I want to take this up, and I want to do this myself. This is something I want to do here. And it just went completely the other way. It was not what I expected. I went in there kind of with a very skeptical mindset, and I wanted to really kind of figure out, is my wife being taken for something here? And I tell you, I came out of there 100%. I mean, we had a great time. We had a great time at the event. We had a great time with the people at the event. We met a bunch of great people. We went out afterwards, had some dinner, had some drinks. It was a blast. Leslie and I also had a good time just being together down in San Diego, and that was fun too. But boy, I mean, just an eye-opening experience with this thing. And on the drive home, we drove from San Diego back to Salt Lake City, and we had about an 8-hour drive, and I tell you, we didn't stop talking the whole time. I mean, it was a complete think tank of what we were going to do, when we were going to do it, how are we going to do this, what are we going to get done, let's make a schedule, let's get this done, let's get that done, kids got to do this, kids got to do that, so we can do this, we can do that, we can do this. It was incredible, absolutely incredible. We drove all the way home just thinking about it, drilling each other, thinking about what we were going to do, getting it all ready to go. And it's been nonstop since we've been home. And we've really put our effort and our heart and our soul into this, and it's taken up a lot of our time. And we're in that point where we're going through all those bumps and bruises, we're going through all those slips and mistakes. We've done everything from put up ads that you clicks to nowhere. I mean, just you click on something that goes to nowhere to something that says, you gotta lick this link to get to somewhere. I mean, it's just, we're making our mistakes, we're having our downfalls, but we're persevering. We are pulling through, we are doing this, and we're excited about it. And it's, things come up. I mean, we went from, just excited to have a couple leads to, all right, now let's get our sales going. I mean, it's just such a progression, and now we're at that point where we're working hard for that breakthrough, and we believe that it's going to come. We believe that it's going to happen. We believe that this is where we're going. And like I said, I work a job that I'm working 48 hours a week, 8 to 5, and before I left for San Diego, I would walk in and it would almost suck the wind out of me, knowing that this is it. This is what I'm doing. I mean, I work for a corporate grocery store chain that, you get to a certain level and you plateau out, and that's it. You don't go too much farther beyond that. And knowing that was in a lot of ways really, really depressing. And now, since I've been back from San Diego, I go in there and I walk in there and I realize that this job is a temporary thing. This job is temporary. This is a temporary income to get to the place where I want to be, get to the place where my family needs to be. And that is a tremendously empowering and motivating feeling to have, that I don't have to do this my whole life. I don't have to do this my whole life. There's something more for me out there. I can do more than I've ever imagined with what I have now. And it's a very empowering thing. And Dave and Dave have created such a system that it's such an amazing system, and not coming from the MLM market or online market. I've never done anything like this before in my entire life. I mean, this is totally new to me, but they have created such a easy, simple way to do things that it's like you can't lose. As long as you stick with it, you keep going, you play the game, you're going to come out and you're going to win. I mean, it's an amazing system. And the two of us, Leslie and I, have just been blown away on the system that they've created, and really, it's brought us together in a lot of ways too. I mean, we really have kind of come together. It's like, before San Diego, I was working 2 jobs. I still am working 2 jobs, but I work my jobs. I get up, I go to work in the morning. 3 days a week I work doubles. I leave at 7:30 at night, and I come home at 11 o'clock 7:30 in the morning. I come home at 11 o'clock at night. And Leslie was at home with the kids, working on her blogs. Leslie's been blogging for years, and she'd work on her blogs, and we would come home, and that was our life. And we didn't really have too much things that we did together. And now it really feels like we're doing something together, that it's part of us now, and that we have something that's kind of brought us together and sunk us in our own business. I mean, this is our our business that we're creating together. And we have something that, hey, did you get this done? No, check this out. Look what I got. I got a lead here. I did this. I mean, this is the kind of thing that her and I have been wanting to do. And it's just been absolutely mind-blowing. And I told myself I wouldn't go over 10 minutes, and I can already see that I'm over 10 minutes, and I'll cut it here short, and you'll be hearing from me soon. But I just wanted to give my experience on that San Diego and my first blast of Empower Network that blew my mind out, and it was an absolutely incredible experience. Check it out. It is just, it's, as Dave and Day would say, it's badass.